All right. Now it's time to get into this discussion because I keep hearing it, and I'm going to shut it down right here, right now, because I disagree 1,000%. I do. Okay? Jordan Addison should not be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Go ahead. Shoot me. Go ahead.
Now, before anybody misconstrues our sayings or our words, listen. Jordan Addison is a hell of an athlete.
Yes, it's nothing against Addison.
He was a great wide receiver in college, especially in Pittsburgh with Kenny Pickett. And I think he's going to be a hell of a receiver in the NFL. He has that upside. He has that potential.
And Kenny,
he's a hell of a player.
And Kenny, man, there was an interview out there where Kenny said, whatever team I'm on, I'm going to pound the table for, that team to draft him so that we have that connection to go. Kenny, I love you. I disagree. You need a line first.
It's the fact of the matter that we don't need a wide receiver.
No, we don't. Drafting a wide receiver in the first round for the Steelers just makes no sense because we're the Steelers, but also it doesn't make sense because we're not that desperate.
No, we have Deontay Johnson, who we extended, and are still hopeful he does step up and reaches that potential. We have George Pickens, who broke out this year. You still got Calvin Austin, who has upside for sure. You have Pat Freiermuth, who broke out. You have Connor Hayward, who stepped up big time as a sixth-round rookie, an undersized tight end at that. You have Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, who can catch out the backfield.
Just get a vet guy and you're cooking target-wise. You don't need Jordan Addison. If the Steelers draft Jordan Addison, it'll be very similar to the Najee Harris situation, where they drafted fancy splash players over a position in need, and our offensive line is still suffering for it. It's nothing against Addison. We do not need Jordan Addison. Kenny Pickett does not need Jordan Addison. He does not. And honestly, here's something I'm going to throw at you. Why would we draft Jordan Addison with Matt Canada still scheming the passing game? What do we say about George Pickens? Oh, he had a great rookie year, but he could have done so much better. Why could he have done so much better? Because Canada should have got him involved more. Because Canada should have schemed the passing game a little more aggressively. He didn't. So why would we draft wide receiver in the first round with Canada still scheming a terrible passing game? That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. What's the one thing that saved Matt Canada's job? The running game. How do we better the running game? An offensive line.
You have to fix up that left side because last season with the left side with Dan Moore and Kevin Dotson, the reason why Kenny Pickett sustained his 2 concussions. No. You want that to continue to happen?
So you guys don't want us to draft any kind of lineman, in the second or third round? You don't want another Kendrick Green? What's wrong with Kendrick Green?
Man? Oh my God, no. No, don't even start.
That's what I'm reading in chat right now. A lot of people, you can grab a guy in the second or third round.
You want a hot take? You want my personal opinion?
We can get another Kendrick Green, bro.
Kendrick Green is the worst Steelers draft pick of all fucking time. All time.
Man, man, there's a lot of company for that title.
And he takes the cake.
Over the likes of Jarvis Jones and Artie Burns and Thomas Reed. And Devin Bush at this point.
Oh, he is the worst draft pick in Steelers history, bro. I'm not capping on that. I'm not, bro.
The fact that we chose that man to replace Marquise fucking Pouncey and give him his number
and put him at center.
We only had 2 career starts at center at the college level.
That is exactly why I say drafting Jordan Addison is going to be very similar to Najee Harris. Great football player. Love him out of college. Nothing against them personally.
The Steelers are going that direction.
Don't do it, bro. I swear to God, if they draft Jordan Addison, I'm going to throw a fucking fit.
It will not surprise me.
I'm calling it now, and things can change from now and then, but
my
early thoughts, I hate to say it, and I'm not saying it because this is what I want necessarily. You guys know where I stand.
Yeah, don't do it.
But I think the Steelers are going Addison.
And listen, I don't disagree, unfortunately. I love Addison,
mainly
but he's
because
not needed.
they're gonna want what Kenny wants.
No, then I don't like that direction.
If he's making a case for Addison,
I don't like that direction.
Of course not. But we didn't really like what they did a couple years. I wanted Creed Humphrey.
I know you did. A lot of us did, man.
Badly.
And don't give me this Bengals thing. Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow.
They had a successful season. They made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, but they fucking lost. You want to know why? Because the line couldn't block for the fucking quarterback.
By the way, we don't have an offensive coaching power like the Bengals, so don't give me that talk. I'm not a fan of drafting Addison.
And you know how long we have neglected the offensive line in the first round for how many years? When the Goon Squad was getting old and they were leaving or retiring, we did nothing but fill the fucking line with mid-round, mediocre fucking players like Kendrick Green, Kevin Dotson, Dan Moore. Fucking we extended Zach Banner and let Mike Hilton walk. Trey Turner.
I will say this, not to change the tune here, but I want to bring some positivity. I think if there's one thing we can all agree on, meaning us in chat, with all the selections the Steelers have, the possibilities are truly endless.
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
I'm optimistic about the roster.
It's just certain positions you got to put up a higher.
Yes.
Meaning, the first and that technically second round pick, but it's more so a first round pick. It's just on day 2.
Yeah. But
there's certain positions you got to put in those slots, and then afterwards, I mean, you can get a receiver. Like if they don't go Addison, you can get another receiver.
Yeah, you could.
And we always do good at that.
I mean, come on, we're the fucking Steelers. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to say, man, I'm optimistic about Khan and Weidl and what they do from a roster aspect in the offseason. Just because I think that's a nice duo, and seeing what Weidl did for the Eagles, and you see how the Eagles are, I trust him in his talent scouting, and I trust Khan in his financial ways because I mean it's always done as good.
Yeah.
But yes, you're right. We need to prioritize positions over others. We haven't done that in several years, which is why line is still a need.
And yeah, they could fill some of the voids. They could fill some of the needs in free agency, I'm sure.
They should.
But they're not going to fill all of them. And even if they fill some of them in free agency, I'm still not taking Addison if he's there at 17. I'm taking a position that they didn't address in free agency.
I'm not even taking Addison at 32. Just because I don't think it's that big of a need. Now, we could have different stances in 2 months. They could fill most of these voids in free agency.
Or something could happen at wide receiver. We don't freaking know.
Right.
Something could happen down the road, down the future.
I mean, anything. You're right, Bob. Anything is literally possible. I mean,
but
who's to say a trade doesn't happen or? I mean, we just don't know yet.
We don't, bro. This is a different administration.
But as of now, our stance is no Jordan Addison to Pittsburgh.
No.